Behind the mask of every narcissist lies a fragile ego, while in contrast every Sigma empath embodies an unwavering fortress of authenticity. Have you ever noticed how some people crave the spotlight while others quietly radiate confidence without seeking approval? This dichotomy defines the clash between narcissists and Sigma empaths. Narcissists thrive on admiration and control, crafting a flawless facade to hide their insecurities. On the other hand, Sigma empaths possess profound self-awareness and emotional depth, navigating life with a serene strength that both intrigues and unsettles narcissists. This dynamic goes beyond mere personalities. It delves into the intersection of superficial charm and genuine authenticity. Exploring why narcissists are drawn to yet challenged by Sigma empaths unveils a captivating study of human behavior, exposing layers of complexity beneath everyday interactions. Number 1. Energy reflection. Sigma females possess an uncanny ability to mirror negativity back to its source. Imagine this scenario. A narcissist unleashes their usual toxic barrage on a Sigma empath, anticipating submission or chaos. Instead, it's like a cosmic boomerang. Their own venom returns, hitting them square in the face. It's akin to trying to spit into the wind and getting soaked in one's own mess. Here's the unapologetically bold truth. Sigma empaths don't just absorb and endure quietly. They're emotional warriors reminiscent of gladiators or Spartans, take your pick, no judgment. When faced with a narcissist's onslaught, a Sigma empath's inner radar alerts them. They anticipate and deflect with a cool, "not today," leaving the narcissist bewildered by their failed tactics. It's almost laughable. The narcissist, brimming with self-importance, believing they hold sway, only to find themselves entangled in their own deceitful web. Meanwhile, the Sigma empath calmly sips their coffee, mentally noting the narcissist's unraveling as just another mundane day. It's a beautiful chaos, a poetic justice where the Sigma empath orchestrates karma, while the narcissist unwittingly plays the role of the fool. Number 2. Invisible defiance. Sigma females possess a remarkable ability to defy narcissists with a subtlety that borders on invisibility. It's akin to witnessing ninja-like maneuvers in broad daylight, effortless, effective, and utterly confounding to the narcissist. These empaths don't resort to loud protests or emotional outbursts to make their stance known. Instead, they employ a quiet resistance that is as vexing as it is skillful. Picture a narcissist swaggering about, believing they hold all the strings, expecting either dramatic opposition or compliant submission. Yet, when faced with Sigma empaths, they receive neither. The empaths simply nod, smile politely, and proceed to pursue their own agenda unfazed. It's a subtle form of agree to disagree taken to an artful level. This covert defiance drives narcissists to the brink. They thrive on attention and control, usually dictating the narrative through extravagant displays. However, Sigma empaths play a different game entirely. They refuse to be drawn into the narcissist's theatrics. Their attitude seems to say, "You want me to conform to your wishes? How quaint. Watch me chart my own course instead." What makes it particularly infuriating for narcissists is their inability to pinpoint a clear target. Sigma empaths haven't openly opposed them. Instead, they've elegantly sidestepped their influence. It's like grasping at smoke with bare hands. By the time the narcissist realizes their loss of control, the Sigma empath is already several steps ahead, calmly navigating their own path forward. It's a masterful blend of subtlety and resilience that leaves the narcissist floundering, frustrated, and, most importantly, powerless. Number 3. Challenge to dominance. Sigma. Female empaths couldn't care less about social hierarchies or pecking orders, unlike narcissists who thrive on them. Narcissists crave being at the top, whether as the big shot, the king, or queen of their self-made kingdom. However, when a Sigma empath enters the scene, they disrupt this entire dynamic. Picture this with a touch of sass. Sigma empaths march to their own drumbeat and have no interest in impressing anyone. They aren't looking to climb social ladders because they've already constructed their own staircase. This refusal to conform isn't just a lifestyle choice. It directly challenges the narcissist's cherished social structure. Imagine the narcissist as a self-appointed ruler, strutting around expecting everyone's deference. Then along comes the Sigma empath, who not only disregards the narcissist's royal demands, but doesn't even acknowledge them. Instead, they focus on living authentically and demonstrating that the narcissist's manipulative game holds no sway. This casual dismissal is like nails on a chalkboard for narcissists. They thrive on control and adulation, so when faced with defiance, they unravel. The mere presence of a Sigma empath undermines the narcissist's inflated sense of importance. As others take note of the empath's fearless independence, they begin to question why they ever bowed to the narcissist's demands. It's akin to a schoolyard bully being ignored by the new kid who just wants to enjoy the playground. Without an audience, the bully's power fades, leaving the Sigma empath free to pursue their own interests without regard for the chaos they inadvertently cause. It's a lesson in unintentional rebellion, and the narcissist is ill-equipped to handle it. Hello damsels, before we move to the next point, please take a moment to click the subscribe button to join the Dynasty community. Your support is invaluable to us. Thanks. Now, let's continue our exploration. Number 4. Exposing fragility. Sigma female empaths possess an innate ability to see through people, especially narcissists who attempt to craft an image of invulnerability, confidence, and flawlessness. But to Sigma empaths, these facades are transparent. Trying to manipulate a Sigma empath is as futile as selling ice to an Eskimo. It simply won't work. In reality, when a narcissist encounters a Sigma empath, it's like being stripped bare in front of a crowd. Sigma empaths don't need to say much. Their mere presence and perceptiveness lay bare the narcissist's insecurities and vulnerabilities. It's akin to discovering that their impressive armor is nothing more than flimsy tin foil. Imagine a narcissist putting on their usual extravagant display, expecting admiration. Then enter the Sigma empath, composed and insightful. With just a glance, the game is over. The narcissist's illusions of grandeur crumble as their inner fears and weaknesses are exposed. It's like watching someone parade around in a makeshift cape, only for everyone to realize it's just a bath towel tied around their neck. Narcissists despise this because Sigma empaths see through their charades. They perceive the narcissist's desperate need for validation, their fear of insignificance, and their insatiable hunger for admiration. What's worse for the narcissist? Sigma empaths aren't afraid to puncture their pretensions, often with a touch of cutting humor that leaves the narcissist rattled. Picture the narcissist trying to impress an audience with exaggerated stories, only for the Sigma empath to casually interject a dose of reality like, "Oh, you did all that? Interesting. From what I heard, it was more like this." Cue the narcissist's embarrassment as their carefully constructed facade begins to crumble before their eyes. Number 5. Mirror of insecurity. Sigma females possess an extraordinary talent for exposing narcissists' deepest insecurities effortlessly. Narcissists dedicate their lives to constructing an elaborate fantasy where they reign supreme and untouchable. However, when faced with a Sigma empath, this illusion shatters like fragile glass. Sigma empaths act as human mirrors, reflecting back the true essence of the narcissist. And predictably, narcissists despise what they see. Accustomed to manipulating others to bolster their ego, they find Sigma empaths refuse to engage in such games. Instead, through their authentic confidence, Sigma empaths reveal the narcissist's vulnerabilities, fears, and inadequacies. Imagine a narcissist, always flaunting their supposed perfection, expecting adoration at every turn. Then enters a Sigma empath who sees through the facade effortlessly. Suddenly, the narcissist's bravado resembles an exaggerated performance in a poorly scripted drama. The mere presence of the Sigma empath is enough to undermine their false confidence. It's akin to witnessing someone strut in a flashy costume, believing they're the star attraction, only for the Sigma empath to arrive casually dressed and effortlessly steal the spotlight. The narcissist suddenly feels like the child who showed up at school in a superhero costume on an ordinary day, out of place and acutely aware of it. With deep emotional intelligence, Sigma empaths subtly expose the narcissist's fragility. They refuse to buy into exaggerated narratives or fulfill demands for constant admiration. Instead, they might calmly redirect the conversation. prompting the narcissist to confront uncomfortable truths. It's akin to deflating a balloon with a pin. The narcissist deflates, unable to sustain their inflated ego. The reflection Sigma empaths offer is too stark for narcissists to bear. It's like facing a mirror that magnifies all their flaws in high definition, with no filter to conceal them. They see their neediness, fear of mediocrity, and desperate craving for validation laid bare. Meanwhile, the Sigma empath remains composed, unfazed by the narcissist's ensuing meltdown, calmly sipping their coffee. Number 6. Lack of validation. Narcissists thrive on validation, needing constant admiration and praise as intensely as plants need sunlight. However, Sigma empaths operate differently. They're not in the business of handing out accolades. This fundamental difference drives narcissists to the brink of frustration. Sigma empaths refuse to participate in the validation game that narcissists expect. While narcissists eagerly anticipate being showered with compliments, Sigma empaths are like turning off the applause sign in a comedy club. The room falls silent, leaving the narcissist standing there waiting in vain for the adoration they crave. Imagine a narcissist strutting around fishing for compliments with every boast. They recount their supposed triumphs, hoping for the Sigma empath to lavish praise upon them. Instead, the Sigma empath might casually respond, "That's interesting, anyway," before steering the conversation elsewhere. It's akin to a peacock displaying its plumage, only to be met with indifference and disinterest. The absence of validation strikes a blow to the narcissist's ego. Accustomed to a constant supply of admiration, they become unsettled and agitated when it's withheld. It's like denying an addict their substance. They grow irritable, desperate, and unpleasant. The self-assured demeanor of Sigma empaths serves as a stark contrast to the narcissist's neediness. While the narcissist begs for affirmation, the Sigma empath remains comfortable in their own skin, devoid of the need for external approval. This sharp disparity amplifies the narcissist's craving and underscores their vulnerability. Picture the narcissist, expecting effusive praise from the Sigma empath, only to receive a polite, disinterested response like, "That's nice." It's akin to receiving a participation ribbon when they were anticipating an Oscar. The narcissist is left feeling deflated, their ego bruised and their sense of importance diminished. The Sigma empath's refusal to validate the narcissist's exaggerated self-image is akin to a jolt of cold reality. It's not intended to be cruel, rather they simply see no reason to indulge in illusions of grandeur. Meanwhile, the narcissist scrambles to find a new audience, desperately seeking someone, anyone, to provide the adulation they crave. Number 7. Emotional insight. Sigma. Female empaths possess an extraordinary ability to decipher people effortlessly, including narcissists. Narcissists fancy themselves masters of deception, cloaking their true motives behind charm and confidence. Yet, Sigma empaths penetrate this facade quicker than you can say narcissistic supply. Here's the blunt truth infused with sass. Sigma empaths have an innate BS detector. They spot a narcissist's manipulative tactics from afar. While the narcissist weaves their web of deceit, the Sigma empath meticulously notes every red flag. It's like a mental game of I Spy, where the Sigma empath unfailingly emerges victorious. Picture a narcissist performing their usual act, charming and manipulating with calculated finesse. They expect admiration, assuming their audience is spellbound. Meanwhile, the Sigma empath remains composed, politely listening while dissecting every falsehood and exaggerated tale behind calm eyes. The narcissist believes they hold sway, but unbeknownst to them, the Sigma empath is steps ahead, deciphering the narcissist's true intentions. Narcissists despise this because their entire strategy hinges on others remaining oblivious to their real motives. They rely on maintaining fabricated personas and manipulating others. However, Sigma empaths, with their profound emotional intelligence, see through the smoke and mirrors effortlessly. They function like human lie detectors, detecting the narcissist's vulnerabilities and hidden agendas with precision. Imagine the narcissist spinning a grand narrative, expecting awe and praise. The Sigma empath listens attentively, nods, and then delivers a simple yet incisive question that cuts through the facade, such as, "But what was your real motive?" It's a moment of truth. The narcissist is caught off guard, scrambling to defend themselves, while the Sigma empath remains unimpressed and immune to deception. Number 8. Silent disruption. You know those silent but deadly farts that clear a room? That's essentially what Sigma empaths do to narcissists' egos. They disrupt without uttering a word. It's a skill as stealthy as it is impactful, and narcissists utterly loathe it. Here's the sassy twist. Sigma female empaths don't need to shout or throw a tantrum to challenge a narcissist's dominance. They exude a quiet confidence that speaks volumes without needing to speak at all. While the narcissist strives to be the loudest voice in the room, the Sigma empath subtly undermines their authority simply by being themselves. Imagine a narcissist holding court, expecting rapt attention to their every utterance. They deliver grand speeches, anticipating nods of agreement and adulation. Yet, there sits the Sigma empath in the corner, radiating an aura that silently conveys, "I see through your facade." The narcissist may try to ignore them, but they can't shake the unsettling feeling that their usual tactics are falling flat. This silent disruption infuriates narcissists because they thrive on attention and control. They are accustomed to dominating conversations and making others feel subordinate. But with Sigma empaths, it's akin to grasping at mist. They slip through the narcissist's fingers every time. Envision the narcissist attempting to assert dominance only for the Sigma empath to subtly redirect the conversation or quietly challenge their assumptions. It's like playing chess against an opponent who's already 5 moves ahead. The narcissist's frustration grows as they realize they aren't as in control as they presumed. Sigma empaths eschew power struggles and ego battles. They embody their own truth effortlessly. That inherent authenticity is precisely what poses such a threat to narcissists. In the presence of someone who refuses to play their game, the narcissist's exaggerated self-importance inevitably begins to deflate. Thanks a lot, damsels, for tuning in. See you in the next vid. Bye and stay blessed.